And here's the tip. Controlled by the Berries. The Berries will be going left to right on your computer screen or on your radio dial. Here's Nathan Champion with the ball. Man-to-man defense by the Broncos. Shot up and good by Joel Gottschall. First 2 points for the Berries as lead 2-0. Here comes the Broncos. Jesse Berry, man-to-man defense. He gets it over to Belting. Belting into Bubba. 2 points for Shane Wyatt, the 6'4" senior, and the Broncos tie the game 2-2. Here's the Berries on the attack. McGuire, top of the key, being guarded by Stacy. Here's a shot up by Champion, up and no good. Rebound. Belting on the floor. There's a scramble. And it's still scrambled, picked up by the Berries. So hot potato there on the floor. Almost a travel. Shot up and no good. Belting's got the rebound. That shot was up and no good by Jordan Champion. So a little scramble there, Matt.
First game jitters.
I think so. Berry up on the three-pointer, up and no good. Ball out of bounds. Looks like it was tipped by a Berry there. Number 22, Nathan Champion, but official said he didn't touch it. So it's out of bounds to the Berries. 6:41 to go here. The game tied 2-2. Nathan Champion being guarded by Roddy Richardson, trying to get a screen. Now Belting switches. Here's a three-point shot up and no good by Jordan Champion. Rebound by Nick Stacy over to Berry. We're going the other way. Here's Berry driving over to Richardson. He's going to drive to the basket. In the paint, 10-footer up and good. So Roddy Richardson with his first 2 points as the Broncos lead by a score of 4-2. A shot up and no good. Here's Berry for the Broncos on the attack. Again, man-to-man defense. Looks like he was inside there for a two-pointer. That was a two-pointer, I think, wasn't it, Matt?
Yeah.
Yeah, 6-2.
Memphis.
Yep, you probably be right. Here come the Berries across the timeline. Nathan Champion wearing number 22. Jordan Champion wearing number 23. Here's a left-handed shot by Gottschall. No good. Rebound up and no good by Tyler Razor. Here come the Broncos. Berry on the wing. He's headed toward the paint. Shot up and no good. Rebound by Bubba. Up and good. Nice follow by Bubba Wyatt as the Broncos now lead by a score of 8-2. Berry didn't follow his shot, but it's nice to have a big guy there, Matt.
Well, he can move anybody out of the way. That's the nice thing that Shane has.
Three-point shot by Jordan McGuire. First three-pointer for the Berries. It's now 8-5. Berry across the timeline. Again, man-to-man defense by the Berries. Richardson on the wing. Double team now back to Berry at the top of the key.
Logan in the zone.
Yep, they did switch the zone. Here's Colin Belling with a three. Nobody to rebound for the Broncos, so it's one and done. And here come the Berries. Here's Nathan Champion. Lost out of bounds. And the referee said it was last touched, I think, by Jordan Champion. So turnover by the Berries. 4:54 to go here in the first period. Broncos on top, 8-5. I'm Sweet Lou, Jeff Luzatter, along with Matt Brown, my tag team partner. We're from the Crawley Center. And again, we got to watch that scoreboard as the visiting team. Nick Stacy with a three from right in front of the Logansport bench, up and no good. Roddy Richardson was there, but not enough to get it as Nathan Champion comes up with a rebound. Champion on a wing now. He gets it over to Gottschall. Gottschall has it into Razor. Here's a shot up. Three-pointer by Jordan McGuire, up and no good. So Logansport one and done on their offensive end. Here comes Berry. 17-footer, up and no good. Again, no Broncos in the rebound.
Paint.
Here come the Berries. 4:07 to go here, first period. Champion looking things over. Gets it over to Gottschall. Shot in the paint by Gottschall, up and no good. And Bubba Wyatt with the rebound for the Broncos. Jesse Berry averaging 27 points on the season per game. Gets it over to Richardson. Back to Berry, top of the key. Now to Richardson. Now into Wyatt. Wyatt turnaround, 17-footer.
It's off.
Here come the Berries. Jordan. Looks like that ball is tipped out of bounds by Richardson. Substitution. Joel Conkle, a 6'5" senior for the Berries. Going to be triggered in by Nathan Champion. Here's a three-pointer by Jordan Champion, up and no good. And Conkle gets an offensive rebound. He misses. Here comes Richardson. Looks like a fast break. Now he slows it down over to the wing. Now he's headed toward the basket. Shot up and no good, but we're going to be a foul. And it looks like it's going to be on the new guy, Joel. Nope. Looks like he's going to get McGuire with a foul. That's the first foul in the ball game. Richardson's going to be shooting free throws here for the Berries. Shooting percentage not too good right now for neither team, Matt. Either is the free throws. No. You got to hit those. Substitutions for the Berries. Garrett Bonelli in the game. And also Gottsnow back in. Second free throw up and no good, but Bubba Wyatt with the rebound, offensive rebound. So nice move there by Bubba. Now it passed in from Barry. Bubba going to the basket, up and no good. Looks like he was hammered, no call. Here come the Berries. Jordan, up and good, and that was Nathan Champion, excuse me, not Jordan Champion. So it's 8-7. Broncos lead by 1. 3 minutes to go here in the first period. Barry, 17-footer, up and nothing but net. Barry finally gets his first basket of the game. 10-7 now. Broncos on top.
See if they go into Conkle right here.
There, they got a double screen there, top of the key. Shot up by Jordan. The Champion is good. Double screen there at the top of the key for the Berries. Here comes the Broncos. Game tied 10 apiece. Barry, three-pointer, good. Like to see more of that, Matt. Maybe he's warming up now.
Yeah, I think so. He's looking good, looking confident. A little smirk on his face.
Here's the Berries on the attack. The newcomer, number 13, is Garrett Bonelli. He's a 6'1" junior for the Berries. Three-pointer by Jordan Champion, up and no good. Jesse Berry with the rebound. He gets it across half court quickly. Being guarded by Jordan Champion. Now gets it over to Richardson, top of the key. He's going to head to the paint.
Right.
Jump shot up and jump stop up and good. So 4 points now for Roddy Richardson as the Broncos have their largest lead at 15-10 here with 1:38 to go in the first period. Now double team by the Broncos. They're double teaming all over the floor. Here's Bonelli. He can't do anything. Now over to Godshaw. He can't do anything. Back to Bonelli for a three, and it's good. So nice ball movement there, Matt, by the Berries on that sequence on offense.
Yeah, I thought the double team would try to catch, thinking Coach Bundle's thinking maybe catching these guards asleep, but they were ready.
Here's Richardson in the paint, shot up. Got a charging foul called on Roddy Richardson. A little bit too much going toward the paint there. That's the first foul on Roddy. That's the first team foul called on the Broncos. Each team has committed one team foul.
He had a nice look at the basket on the catch, but decided to take that power dribble. That gave Conkle just enough time to step in there and establish himself.
We're down to 1 minute to go here in the first period. 15-13. Broncos on top. Here's Champion.
Again, the double team, the trap in the corner.
Yep. Here's Nathan Champion over to Jordan Champion. Now back to Bonelli. A three-pointer is good. So second one by Garrett Bonelli. And the Berries take the lead 15-6. Speaking of Barry, here's Jesse Barry headed toward the basket. He's going to get fouled in the act of shooting. That foul is going to be on Joel Gottschall. That's his first and Barry's second team foul. So 2 free throws for Jesse Barry here. Jesse with 5 points, a three-pointer and a two-pointer. First free throw up and no good. I don't think the Broncos hit a free throw yet. I know Richardson missed 2 in a row, didn't he?
Yeah.
Well, you got to hit these freebies. Let me tell you, they come back to haunt you. Second free throw up and good by Barry. He now has 6 points, and the game's tied 16-16 with 40 seconds to go. And
full court
here the Broncos are in a full court press. In fact, we got a hand check foul going to be called on Zach Keener. Nope. He's going to get Nick Stacy. First foul, second team foul. Both teams with 2 team fouls. 34 seconds to go here. First period, 16 apiece. Triggered in by the Berries. Here's Benelli. Now into Champion, back to Benelli. He's at the top of the key. Yep, we got a kick ball by Nick Stacy. Of course, you did a little bit of coaching this winter, didn't you, Matt? Didn't you go to, what, 7th or 8th grade for
the 8th grade. The 8th grade Broncos, that's right.
You'll say you were victorious with Sweet Lou refereeing over at, I think it was Delphi.
That was a good night when Sweet Lou walks into the gym.
We're down to 20 seconds to go. Berries look like they're going to hold for 1 here. We've got Austin Hildebrand in there. Nope, we got a traveling call on Garrett Benelli. Hildebrand, a 5'8" sophomore for the Berries. 12 seconds to go here in the first period. The game's tied 16 apiece. Substitutions for the Berries. Jordan Champion, a starter. A 6'2" senior back in for Hildebrand for the Berries. Ball triggered in by Roddy Richardson. We're down to 10 seconds. Berry just getting it across half court. Down to 5 seconds. Holding top of the key. Three-pointer by Berry is good. So a three-pointer to end the first quarter. Berry now has 7 points. We're back here at the Crawley Center. Sweet Lou, Jeff Luzader. 2009 Lafayette Jeff Sectional. Lafayette Jeff leads the Logansport Berries 19-16. My tag team partner Matt Brown here on Student Run Radio, WJEF, as the Broncos are on the offense here to start the second period. And it looks like a 1-2-2 or maybe a 2-3 zone
trap. Yeah.
They're trapping in the corners, looks like, Matt. Berry top of the key, now over to Stacy. Pass into Bubba Wyatt, no good, but retrieved by Keener and then ended up thrown back away, so a turnover for the Broncos. The Berries on the attack. Here's Champion. He gets it into Razor. Razor can't do anything. Now ball into Godshell. Oh, Berry gets a turnover there for the Broncos. He crosses the timeline. Into the paint, now over to Stacy for a three-pointer. Good. Nick Stacy with his first three-pointer of the ball game. Second consecutive three-pointer for the Broncos as they stretch the lead now, 22-16 with 7 minutes to go here in the first half. Looks like a matchup man-to-man possibly for the Broncos. Here's a three-point shot up by Jordan McGuire, up and no good, but nobody blocked out Tyler Razor, and he gets a two-pointer in the paint. 22-18 now.
One vulnerability of the zone. When the shot goes up, you got to find a body to screen out, and had four or five Broncos just standing around.
Stacy with another three-pointer for the Broncos. Nick Stacy, his second consecutive three-pointer from the wing. Opposite wing from where he had his first one, and 25-18 now.
Nice little driving kick. Stacy caught the ball in rhythm. Berry gave him a nice little pass right in the pocket.
Here's Champion. He's guarded by Jesse Berry. Now a three-pointer by Champion, up and no good. Roddy Richardson with the rebound. He crosses half court. Now gets it into Bubba in the paint. 5-footer up and good. So the Broncos warming up on offense here. And it looks like a timeout is going to be called by the Berries. That's a 30-second timeout. We'll go ahead and keep it here as Jordan Champion crosses timeline for the Berries, being heavily guarded by Roddy Richardson. Close to getting a 5-second count, but he gets away. That's Nathan Champion. He shoots a three-pointer up and no good. Rebound by Jordan Champion, so nice hustle. These guys sort of look like each other. I don't know if they are brothers, but it wouldn't surprise me, Matt, that they are. I think they are brothers, 23 and 24. Ball goes into Razor. He can't do anything. Back over to Nathan Champion.
Logan was a little more patient.
Yeah, they are. They are patient. Oh, going to get Nick Stacy, looks like. Yeah, he was trying to intercept the pass, getting into Jordan McGuire, but got too many of McGuire's hands, so foul on Stacy. That's his second substitution. Colin Belding back in the game for Lafayette, Jeff. 5:05 to go here in the first half. 27-18. Broncos on top. Game one of the 2009 Lafayette Sectional. Shot up and no good by Godstone, but there's a putback.
Putback by Wyatt.
Tyler Razor gets a putback for the Berries as it's 27-20 now. Broncos on stop. Stacy looking for, whoop, you got a traveling violation. Nick Stacy was trying to get it into Bubba.
Jeff, on that last possession, they'll probably give Racer the credit for the basket, but I believe it may have been Shane that tipped that in.
Yeah, it was real close there, which one, whether that was a rebound or a putback. Now we got a double team on Nathan Champion. Broncos all over the floor trying to get a double team on the ball. Berries get it across half court. Here's Jordan Champion now over to Nathan Champion.
Jeff
now to McGuire. Go ahead, Matt.
Jeff staying with their zone.
Up. Looks like we got a illegal screen going to be called on Tyler Razor, the 6'6" junior for the Berries. It is. That's a third team foul called on the Berries. Offensive foul. Substitution. Alex Miracle in the game for Razor. First time Miracle's been in the game for the Berries. 4:13 to go. 27-20. Lafayette Jeff over Logansport. Nick Stacy gets it over to Colin Belding. Now to Roddy Richardson, top of the key, looking into Bubba Wyatt. Nice shot by Wyatt.
Right, nice little hook. Tough to guard. Nice extension. Got to get back in defense.
I got Bubba Wyatt with 6 points now as the Broncos stretch their lead 29-20 with 3:45 to go. 3-point shot up and no good by Jordan Champion. Broncos on the attack. Nick Stacy gets it into Roddy Richardson. Richardson on the wing. Up. Looks like we're going to get a blocking foul on Nathan Champion. I said 32. That's on Alex Miracle. Fourth team foul called on the Berries. 3 team fouls called on the Broncos. Non-shooting foul, so the Broncos will take it out of bounds under their own basket. Roddy Richardson's going to trigger it in. Gets it into Berry. 17-footer from the wing, up and no good. Rebound by Tyler Razor for Logansport. Here comes Champion. Jordan Champion with a 3-pointer, up and no good, and there's Richardson to clear the boards for the Broncos. I don't think the coach from Logansport too happy with that, just coming down and shooting it there, Matt.
No, going the other way there. No,
tough play there by Zach Keener.
I think he may tell his guys that they're settling early. They're settling too early for just the open shot, but the open shot's not always the best shot. And
well, I'm an old Knight fan. He usually said about 4 passes before you take a shot, but
yeah.
I don't think that figures in the game today. Here's a driving layup. No, I guess Benelli doesn't take it. He passes over to Nathan Champion for a 3-pointer, up and no good. There's Jordan McGuire. 3-pointer up and no good by Benelli, and here's a rebound by Roddy Richardson.
Got a 3-on-1.
Over to Berry. Stops, pops, no good. They wanted a foul there, but I think Berry jumped into him. Shot up and good by Nathan Champion, a left-handed layup. Nice shot by the young man. 29-22 with 2:22 to go here in the first half. Lafayette Jeff over Logansport. Roddy Richardson being guarded by Benelli. Richardson up and no good, but there's going to be a foul in the act of shooting. I'm not sure. I think it may be on Razor. Yes, it is.
Logansport foul on Tyler Razor, his second, team fifth.
15 foul on the Berries, second team foul on Razor. It's going to be a substitution here for Logansport. Roddy Richardson 0 for 2 from the free throw line. early in this game. First free throw up and nothing but net.
You know, Roddy's speed is so deceiving. He's got a nice little hesitation move, and you know, he squares up, he draws that defender out on, then boom, he's gone.
Richardson's second free throw up and good, so he makes up for those 2 misses, 2 for 2 now. His last free throw appearances, 31-22 with 2:09 to go here in the first half. Man-to-man full court pressure by the Broncos. Shot up, looks like it was a pass by Godshaw, up and no good. Barry shot up and no good, but he's going to get fouled. So the Barry's fouls are stacking up here. 22, that's Nathan Champion, the 6'3 junior. That's his first, the 16th foul, but Barry was fouled in the act of shooting, so he'll shoot 2 free throws. First free throw up and rims off. Substitution for the Broncos. Zach Keener comes in for Nick Stacy. And also for the Berries, Jordan Champion back in the game. He's going to take Garrett Bonelli. 1:57 to go, 31-22. Lafayette Jeff over Logansport. Second free throw by Barry is up and good. So a 10-point lead now for Lafayette Jeff. Full court, man-to-man. Barry's getting across half court. Here's Nathan Champion. He's going to...
Nice pass.
Yeah. Pass up to Godshaw, but he's going to get hammered in the paint. So 2 free throws coming.
You don't see the no-look pass too often.
Yeah. 14th foul on Lafayette. 1:45 to go. 32-22 Lafayette Jeff. Free throw by the left-hander Joel Godshaw, a 6'4 senior for the Logansport Berries. The Berries in the North Central Conference. Lafayette Jeff in their, I think their 5th year in the Hoosier Crossroads Conference. So we don't play Logansport during the regular season. At least we didn't this year. I know we did last year, but because of that, all those tournaments, Matt, we played Hall of Fame and Circle City, and
yeah,
that Conseco against the Anderson Indians. We had to readjust the schedule. Here's Barry. No call. There's a pass into Bubba on the floor. Shot up. No good. Rebound by Jordan Champion for the Berries. He gets it into Nathan Champion. Here's Jordan in the paint. Now we're to Nathan. Left-handed three-pointer up and good. So Nathan Champion was his first three-pointer. 32-25, 1 minute to go here in the first half.
Yeah, I don't think he gets that shot if Richardson stays on his feet.
That's true.
That took a bad habit. And Roddy doesn't need to do that. He's long enough and athletic enough that if he would just close out, I don't think that extra pass is made and that shot's not taken.
Well, we'll see if the Broncos are going to hold for one. No, here's Roddy Richardson. Heck of a move. Bubba with the rebound. No good, but it looks like we're going to get a foul on Jared Jennings.
I like the shot fake, too. A lot of guys get that board and try to take it right back up. Shane established himself, got his balance, shot fake, got himself to the free throw line.
Here's Shane Bubba Wyatt. First free throw up and nothing but net for the senior. Bellini for the Berries back in. 33-25, Lafayette Jeff on top. Second free throw short. Tipped by Colin Belting. Almost went in. Nice idea there, Matt. 33 seconds to go here in the first half. Looks like the Berries may hold for one.
I'd like to think so, but there goes the shot.
Yep.
He made it.
You got it. Joel Godshaw, the 6'4 senior, hits a 17-footer. Closes the gap to 6 points here with 15 seconds to go. Barry at the top of the key, just holding it.
This is going to be him and McGuire, I'm guessing, here for the last shot. Broncos gone flat on the baseline. There it is.
Not a very good shot. They had used the bankboard and shot a little bit early. Ball goes out of bounds, and there's .3 left on the clock.
I think if he uses his spin move there, he finds himself with 2 feet in the paint and a better-looking shot.
So 33-27, Lafayette Jeff on top of the Logansport Berries in the first game of the 2009 IHSAA. There's a full-court shot by Berry, up and no good. And we've come to the end of the first half here from the Crawley Center on the campus of Lafayette Jeff High School. 33-27, Lafayette Jeff on top. The Berries have possession here to start the third period. Going to be triggered in by Nathan Champion. He's on the wing. He gets it into Godshaw. Shot up and looks like he had his pocket picked there, Matt, by Berry. Berry going to the basket, pass over. Nope, looks like we got a reach-in foul before the shot. Jesse did a nice job sneaking in from the weak side. And I think his Champion went up. Berry had his hand right there to swipe it. Foul on Jordan Champion. Substitution for the Berries. 15 seconds into the game as Joel Gottschall out, and Joel Punk will in. Bubba Wyatt with a alley-oop there. 35-27 now. Lafayette Jeff on top. Looking good here early in this second half. There's that athleticism, so deceiving on a kid that big. Shot up and no good. Nice offensive play by Nathan Champion, up and no good. Bubba Wyatt over to Richardson. Here's Nick Stacy from the wing for a three. Good. Nick Stacy with a three-pointer. As the Berries take a full timeout. We'll go ahead and take a one. We're back here at the Crawley Center. Lafayette Jeff and the Logansport Berries in the first game of the 2009 Lafayette IHSAA Sectional. Logansport on the offense. There's a shot in the paint by Jordan Champion, up and no good, and there's Colin Belting with the rebound for Lafayette Jeff. They're leading 38-27, 6:55 to go. Berry into Shane White, up and no good, but there's Roddy Richardson with an offensive rebound. He's in the paint, up and misses it. Colin Belting in there for the rebound. It looks like it's off Roddy Richardson, saying out of bounds. So a nice sequence of offensive rebounding as the Broncos were crashing the offensive boards. That wasn't a bad shot by Shane. No, I don't like that fadeaway that much, but he was square up there. He just maybe a little bit out of his range there in the baseline. Berry's on the attack. Here's Jordan Champion. Three-pointer by Jordan McGuire, up and no good. Rebound by Nick Stacy. He crosses the half-court line on the wing now. Trying to find Richardson. He's got it. Top of the key. Now over to Stacy again for a three-pointer. No good. Rebound by the Berries as Jordan Champion tried to, or Nathan Champion tried to throw it to Jordan Champion. His back was turned there. Golden rule, you got to keep your eye on the ball, right, Matt? Yeah, you had to team it off to the races, and 4 teammates standing behind watching. Broncos on top. 6 minutes to go here in the third period. 38-27. Here's Berry on the wing. Man-to-man defense. Three-pointer up and no good. Nice block out. Whoa! Tough foul by Bubba Wyatt as Joel Gottschall had the rebound and kind of lost his balance, and then Wyatt kind of finished him off. Got a little tangled up there. Substitution for the Berries. Jared Jennings into the game for Logansport. Now Berry's going to use that jab step. Create just enough space. He's going to pull up on you. Here comes Nathan Champion. Yep. Here comes Nathan Champion. He gets it over to Jennings. Shot up by Jordan McGuire, a three-pointer, and that's good for Jordan McGuire. Nice little inside out on Logansport. They use a flex screen right there across that baseline. Flex cut. Should have been a foul there, and it is a foul. Yeah. Colin Belting headed in the paint, going to take a shot, and looks like he got hammered. That foul's going to be on Jordan McGuire. That's his second foul, the second team foul on the Berries. Again, ladies and gentlemen, Lafayette Jeff is in their road uniforms, and they are the visitors on the scoreboard. So we have to kind of take a second look there to make sure we're giving you the right score, home team versus the visiting team. First shot up and no good by Belting. Second shot up by the lefty. Bounces out, but there's Bubba Wyatt with a putback. Good. It's all a matter of getting position there, Matt.
It was, and he had it. Good quick. That first step sort of moved Champion right out of the way.
So a 10-point lead, again, for the Broncos, 40-30. Oh, we got a traveling violation. Jared Jennings called for traveling for the Berries. Substitution, Tyler Razor back in for Logansport. They're in a, looks like a man-to-man full-court press.
You know, pick up full man. And Roddy's just going to throw right over it.
Jesse, shot up and good. Boy, you get that 2-on-1 there, and it's just hard to stop. Oh, nice move. Jordan Champion, nice move on the baseline on Jesse Berry. 42-32 Broncos. Lafayette Jeff on top. Here's Bubba Wyatt in the paint. Turnaround shot up and good. Great move there, Matt. I like him using the bankboard on that shot.
Nice job with the pivot foot as well. Kept his balance, kept his base. Again, a body that size is going to move you out of the way.
Jordan Champion over to Tyler Razor.
Here's the flex again.
Yeah, you know that. Three-pointer by Champion, up and no good. Bubba gets a full-length pass down to Jesse Berry, but tipped out of bounds by Jordan Champion to be Bronco basketball. 4:24 to go. 44-32. Lafayette Jeff over Logansport. Ball's going to be triggered in by Jesse Berry right underneath the Bronco basket.
There's the shooter.
Yep. Here's Berry back into Wyatt. He's double teamed. Turnaround. Up and no good, but he gets his own rebound. Hey, great sequence by Bubba Wyatt. Wow. We haven't seen that effort all season, I don't think, on the offensive boards by Wyatt. That's great to see there, man.
Yeah. And Jesse looking inside, you know, looking to distribute. Shots may not be falling, but I think he's well on his way to half a dozen post feeds.
Oh, great defensive play by Roddy Richardson. He blocks Nathan Champion's shot in the paint. They retain possession, then they throw it away. Look out, here comes Berry. Jam! And that fires up the crowd, and another timeout called by Logansport Berries. 48-32, Lafayette Jeff. Jeff Luzader along with Matt Brown as the Broncos explode here, leading 48-32 with 3:42 to go here in the third period. In the 2009 Lafayette Sectional, Berry's on the attack. Shot up by Nate Champion is good, and it looks like there's going to be a foul. I think it's on Colin Belding.
Yes.
It is. How much, a little reach-in foul there in the paint, so a nice move by Nathan Champion, the left-hander for the Berries. Substitution for the Berries, Joel Gottschall back in the game for Joel Conkle. So Berry with a jam there just before the timeout by Logansport. I think they're down to one timeout, if my memory serves me right, Matt. 48-34, free throw missed as Broncos on the attack. Man-to-man defense by the Berries. Coach Scott Bunnell trying to call out a play here as Roddy Richardson at the top of the key. Not being guarded close enough by Jordan Champion, so he's just dribbling around looking for somebody. Berry's trying to get open. Excuse me, but still not enough room. There, Richardson now over to Nick Stacy. He's at the top of the key. Now he's in the paint. Stops and gets called for traveling. 48-34. 2:58 to go here in the third period.
I'll give Logan credit. You know, they're mixing up the defense here. I think may have caught Jeff just sort of sleeping, not knowing quite sure what defense they were in and how to adjust.
Well, with Coach Bunnell calling the play over there, here's a three-point basket by Jordan Champion. A nice shot right in front of the Logansport bench. That closes the lead, 48-37 with 2:40 to go. Berry. Nick Stacy with a three-pointer up and no good. Colin Belding tried to get the rebound, but he was blocked out by Jared Jennings of Logansport. Here's another three-pointer by Champion, up and no good, but an offensive rebound. Now in the paint, there's Jennings, but he's going to get hammered. I think Wyatt's going to get credited with a foul there. At least he didn't get the basket, Matt.
No. It's always tough for the defense to recover off an offensive rebound. You know, your defensive rotation, your rotation assignments are maybe a little off, and I think Shane just sort of found himself caught in a tough spot and reached in.
First free throw up and good by Jared Jennings. Jennings, a 6'3" junior for the Logansport Berries. 2:22 to go here. Second free throw up and good, and the score now is 48 for Lafayette Jeff, 39 for Logansport. Broncos on the attack. Roddy Richardson headed to the basket, up and good. So
good finish.
Offensive move there in the paint.
Good finish at the rim.
Berry's on the attack. They get down quickly. Here's a shot up by Benelli, up and no good, and there's Jesse Berry with the rebound. Blocking foul 90 feet away by Joel Gottschall.
Judging by his reaction, I think he knows not to look at the coach.
You've had that experience, I'm sure, down at the junior high level.
No, and as a player myself, you always you make those mistakes and you know not to look at the bench.
We're at the 2-minute mark. We got a 5-second call. Called on Roddy Richardson. Looks like we're going to get a timeout called by a 30-second timeout. We'll keep it this game. 50-39, 2 minutes to go. Berry's on the attack. Nope, looks like we got a
screen.
Yep, illegal screen called on the Berry, so a big play there. Gottschall called an illegal screen. I didn't see what happened there, but
he threw his hip a little bit to set that screen.
Yep, 1:59 to go. Looks like the Berries are toughening up on the defense here, Matt. They're up on Jesse Berry now. Roddy Richardson on the wing, now into Berry. Broncos patient here on offense, leading by 11, 50-39, 1:39 to go. Into Bubba Wyatt. Shot up and good. Nice offensive move there, Matt.
Nice up and under.
Gaining more confidence. There's a little floater to pass in to Roddy Richardson. Good defense by the junior.
Let's settle in here and see if we go back inside.
Nick Stacy
there
into Wyatt. He's hammered and gets the throw. Wow, Bubba Wyatt is in the zone, they say, Matt.
You got Gottschall there with 3 fouls, and I think the guys recognize, 2 possessions in a row now. Let's take it right at him. And we'll see him come to the bench now.
Yep, there he goes. Substitutions. Tyler Razor back in for the Berries. Also got Zach Keener in for Colin Belting.
I'll give credit to Nick Stacy, for seeing that. I think he could have settled for the jump shot, and he saw that Gottschall was out of position on Shane. He made a nice little post feed, and Shane finished and got the foul. Missed the free throw, though.
Yep, Bubba's free throw. We're down to 1 minute and 5 seconds, 54-39, and we got a double dribble called on Jordan that was Jordan McGuire.
Starting to see some of those unforced turnovers. It's just,
Stacy gets it across the timeline for the Broncos. Now into Richardson. Again, the Berries are really up on the defense now, Matt. A lot more pressure on the ball.
What's the call?
Not sure.
Keep going at him. Keep feeding it inside.
Rather just nobody that can handle Bubba White in the paint there.
I mean, that was a 22-foot post feed by Richardson. So,
well, we're down to 50 seconds to go. 54-39, Lafayette Jeff over.
Now the back door.
Yep, back door up and no good. Shot up by McGuire, still up and no good. He was in the paint, but still could not get the roll. Rebound by Berry for the Broncos. He's across half court. 25 seconds to go here in the third period. Berry just dribbling around over to Richardson. He's at the top of the key. He's double teamed. Over to Berry. We're down to 15 seconds. Berry over to Keener. Now back Keener in trouble. Now back to Barry. He's headed toward the basket. Tries to throw it into Wyatt in the paint, but it's knocked out of bounds. Possession regained by the Broncos with 5 seconds to go here in the third period.
I'm going to draw up a special one right here.
Well, I know Logansport, 30-second timeout. That was against Northwestern. Of course, West Lafayette's going to take on Western. So here's Ronnie Richardson with a 3 up, but no good. Almost a steal, and then no shot could be made by Jordan Champion. So we come to the end of the third period with the score. Lafayette team partner Matt Brown substituting for Jade Washburn. Jade, I hope you get to feeling better. I hope you're enjoying the broadcast. As the Broncos lead 54-39 as we start the fourth period. Broncos on the attack. Barry back into Wyatt. Wyatt shot up and good. As we just got the third quarter statistics, 23 points now for the senior. He's in a double-double with 23 points and 12 rebounds. So a nice game by Bubba Wyatt, Matt. He's looking good.
A nice call there with the pick and roll. Logan defended it well, so Shane just sort of backed himself down in the paint.
Barry's on the attack. Shot up by Champion, up and no good. And here come the Broncos. Barry gets it over to Richardson. Richardson headed to the paint. Shot up and good. Strong offensive move by the junior. Final timeout called by the Berries. It's a full timeout. We'll take a 1-minute break. We're back at the Crawley Center. 58 for the Lafayette Jeff Broncos, 39 for the Logansport Berries. The Berries on the offensive attack. 6:51 to go here in the game. Almost a steal by Nick Stacy. Here's an offensive move by Gottschall. Up and no good. Oh, he climbed his back but no call. 3-point shot by Nathan Champion, up and no good. And there's Bubba Wyatt with his 13th rebound. And his 8th offensive rebound. Barry in the paint, up and good. 18 points now for the junior. 60-39. 3-point attempt from the baseline by Jordan Champion, up and no good. Nick Stacy with the rebound, and it looks like the Broncos are really taking control here, Matt.
Yeah, Nick did a nice job there getting out on the break, but then making the better decision of pulling up.
And as Roddy Richardson headed toward the basket, they're going to need a saddle as Jordan McGuire was really riding him into baseline. That's the sixth team foul on the Berries, 3 team fouls called on Lafayette at Jeff. As the Broncos in complete control of this first game of the 2009 Lafayette Jeff Sectional. Barry baseline, 18-footer, nothing but net. Boy, the Broncos are really shooting the ball well now, man.
Yeah, they shot the ball really well tonight, but combination with that speed.
I think as Jared Jennings tried to make a move at the top of the key there, a little spin move, and he got called for traveling. Substitutions now.
I think that speed has been the big issue for Logansport. The dribble penetration is allowing those Jeff shooters to get the wide open shot and the high percentage shot.
Here's the Broncos on the attack. Barry, top of the key, a little floater there.
A little soft on the pass.
Traveling called on Richardson as he tried to grab that. Little floater right above center court. He got it, but when he came down, he fell down, so he got called for traveling.
Roddy's got to look at Jesse right there and say, put a little fire on that ball. You sort of left me out there hanging.
Barry's on the attack. That's the 10th turnover committed by the Lafayette Jeff. Great number for turnovers. And here's a 3-point shot, up and good by Jordan Champion. He already even looked at the basket there, Matt.
No. I think he was going to shoot that one no matter what.
Barry double team. Now over to Richardson on the key, into Wyatt. Nice move by Wyatt. Again, he kissed it off the glass.
Using that glass. Sort of a tribute to the throwback players. And I'm not referring to his beard and headband. I think
Jordan Champion over on the wing, another 3-pointer.
Using the backboard.
Got a reach-in foul on Garrett Bellini. Going to be a 1 and bonus now for Lafayette Jeff, leading 64-45 with 5:11 to go here in the game.
Ronnie.
You'd have to say that Bubba Wyatt is in that shooting zone, Matt. He's just got some great moves down there in the paint, knows where he is on the floor, and kissing it off the glass.
Yeah, and as I turn around here, I do see the big kid from Kokomo. He's here tonight watching the game, and curious to know what's going through his head right now.
Yeah,
But Coach McCauley does a nice job. You'll have them prepared.
The thing about playing in this first game, though, in the sections, you know, we mentioned earlier from the outset, you get the jitters out, and Lafayette Jeff will have those out.
Yeah.
Shot up and no good. Here's another three-pointer by Jordan Champion, up and no good. Rebound by Nathan Champion. He's going to get Bubba Wyatt there for going over his back. So, third team foul on the senior from Lafayette Jeff, Shane Bubba Wyatt. Possession to the Berries. 4:55 to go here in the game. Here's Hildebrand over to Bellini. Shot up and no good. And Roddy Richardson with the rebound. We got a reach-in foul called on Bellini. And again, this game's going to slow down here as the Broncos will shoot another one in bonus. That's the 18th foul called on the Berries.
Shooting one in bonus. Ronnie Richardson.
Substitutions for the Berries. Jordan McGuire and Jared Jennings back in. Well, I don't know the records of some of the other North Central Conference teams, but with the Berries having a 12-8 record, they must have did pretty decent against the Bearcats and the
Indians and
Trojans.
Yeah.
Anderson Indians. Three-point shot by Jordan, up and no good. Jordan Champion, that is. Here's Barry. Shot up and no shot. Oh, my gosh. That was probably an NBA move. Probably a good call by Mark Maxwell, the official. We got a reach-in foul called on Nathan Champion as Barry was in the paint for his shot, but 19 fouls, so Jesse will be shooting one end of bonus with 4:37 to go, and the Broncos leading 64-45. First free throw up and good by Jesse Berry. Substitution, Joel Conklin. Conklin, a 6'5" senior. Berries only have 3 seniors. Second free throw up and no good by Jesse Berry. Here comes the Berries. Nathan Champion across the timeline. He gets it into Jordan. Champion up and no good. Bubba Wyatt with the rebound. We're down to 4:20 to go in the game. Roddy Richardson. Oh, he called a timeout. Timeout called by the Broncos, a full timeout. So we'll go ahead and take a 1-minute break here with 4:18 to go, and the Broncos leading by. Back at the Crawley Center, Sweet Lou, Jeff Luzatter, along with my tag team partner, Matt Brown, substituting for Jade Washburn. Jade, things are looking good here, buddy. Get well soon. 65-45. Lafayette Jeff on top of the Logansport Berries in Game 1 of the 2009 sectional. Roddy Richardson loses the hand to win the paint. Turnover for the Broncos. Here come the Berries. Got to get that guy. 23, Jordan Champion. He knows how to shoot the three. He gets it over to Jordan McGuire. Here's a baseline move by Jared Jennings, up and no good. Bubba Wyatt with another defensive rebound. Berry, up and good. Jesse Berry.
Another good finish.
Boy, it's hard to take the charge in him because he just turns, and three-point shot way out there by Nathan Champion, up and no good.
Jesse's got very good control of his body when he's in the air.
Oh, we got a traveling there. Nathan Champion called for traveling.
He won't make too many moves where he's completely out of control. He can sort of twist and contort his body just enough to give himself an angle and a good look at the glass.
Well, we're down to 3:25 to go here in the game. 67-45, Lafayette Jeff over Logansport. And we've got a halftime score from Frankfort High School. As we mentioned, Northwestern defeated Benton Central. We don't know that score, but at halftime at Frankfort Case Arena, the Red Devils of West Lafayette leads Western 31-18. So best of luck to Dave Wood and the Red Devils.
That's at only halftime.
Yeah.
We could have.
Bubba, oh, he's too far into the basket. Well, Dave and those guys went double overtime here a couple weeks ago. What a great game.
Well, they went, was it 6 overtimes with Western last time they played 5? I think they shoot for 6 tonight. You never know. But good to see the Red Devils with that lead.
Yeah, they've got some nice players. That Lancaster kid, boy, if I was going to have a son, I was going to have it just like him, man. What a quarterback. And
a wonderful young man. I had the opportunity to play basketball with his uncle, Mike Callahan, one of the great athletes to walk the halls at West Lafayette.
Foul on Zach Keener for the Broncos. Free throw up and missed by Joel Conkle of the Logansport Bears. We're down to the 3-minute mark, 67-45. Second free throw up and good by Conkle. Broncos well in command here in this first game of the sectional. Looks like they're going to take on the Kokomo Wildcats. Roddy Richardson into Wyatt, over to Stacy. Good ball movement by the Broncos here as they're just kind of letting the clock run down. Here's Barry, shot up and no good. May have been hammered, but no call. Shot up by Champion, up and no good. And there's Roddy Richardson hustling with the rebound. He throws it almost half court by Wyatt. He gets it over to Barry. Barry back to Wyatt to
nice pass by
Zach
Shane.
Keener. Boy, what passing by the Broncos with 2:23 to go. No look passes to boot. Barry's double teaming all over the court here with 2:15 to go. They're just passing the ball around, the Broncos are. There's Zach Keener. Gets the ball stolen, but gets it back. He's going over to Nick Stacy for a layup, and up and good.
Nice little drive by Keener. Draws the defenders. Little dump pass to Stacy.
Yeah, nice offensive sequence by the Broncos. 69-46, minute 49. Three-point shot up and good, no good by Jordan Champion. It's out of bounds. Going to belong to the Broncos. Substitution. 34, Rasheed Richardson's coming in for Bubba Wyatt, and quite a game for the senior as he gets a standing ovation by the Lafayette Jeff fans here.
Well-deserved standing ovation. Very solid night for Shane.
Well, he already had that double-double at the end of the third period, 21 points, 12 rebounds. I can't imagine what that, I know he did, I did have him down for at least a 1 bucket there early in the fourth period for 23, but I'm sure he got more than that. We're down to 1:44 to go, 69-46, Lafayette Jeff over Logansport.
You feel good for the senior right now, playing very confident in the sectional. Sometimes guys feed off that.
Broncos just working around. Barry's in the corner. We're down to 1:25 to go. Yeah, we got a reach-in foul called on Nathan Champion. That's the double bonus. And popular Desmond Lake, the football player, coming in, getting ready to report in for Lafayette Jeff. Pretty good football player, Matt.
Yes, he is.
Barry at the free throw line, double bonus in effect. First free throw up and good. And here comes Desmond Lake and also Troy Ashley coming into the game for Roddy Richardson. And Nick Stacy going out. So another standing ovation as the Broncos. And here comes a great golfer we might see on the Pro Tour sometime. Jacob Yoakum. I'll tell you, this guy can hit that little white ball. Yoakum, only a junior, 5'8" junior for the Broncos. Second free throw by Barry, up and no good.
Now.
Going to be retained by the Broncos, and Barry comes out as Yoakum comes in. Also, the big guy, John Ripke, headed into the ball game for Colin Belting. So the 5 new players in for the Broncos with 1:27 to go. Lafayette leading 70-46. They're wanting to get Yoakum to shoot a shot. Yoakum just passing it around. Now over to Lake. He makes a move, 17-footer up and no good. So the crowd wanting Yoakum and or Desmond Lake for a two-pointer, three-point shot by Bellini, up and no good. And Troy Ashley getting hammered on the floor. Looks like that foul's going to be called on the Berries of Logansport. 32, that is Jared Jennings. That's his fourth foul. And again, the Broncos in the double bonus. So Matt looking with 1:03 to go. The Broncos looking pretty good in this first game of the sectional.
Yeah, started off a little shaky. You know, as you said, the jitters, the first game of the sectional. You know, Logansport came out very aggressive. And, you know, I think once the Broncos settled in, they realized Shane's got the hot hand tonight, and Logansport had a tough time guarding him.
Well, I did get to interview Coach Bunnell before, but I know 2 or 3 or 4 weeks ago, we had about 3 or 4 double weekends, and I asked him, and he said, well, if the draw goes right, we're preparing our team for a Friday-Saturday tilt, and boy, lo and behold, that looks like that's what's going to happen. Both free throws by Troy Ashley are good, 72-46 with 1 minute to go here in the ball game.
Well, I think we're set up for a great night of basketball on Friday.
Yeah, if you haven't got a ticket to the sectional, you might grab one and head to the Crawley Center. Three-point shot by Garrett Bellini. 72-49, 40 seconds to go. Here comes Richardson, move in the paint, up and good. Nice shot by
been moved by the young man.
Rashad. 30 seconds to go, 74-49. Again, Bellini with a three-pointer, up and no good. And Big John Ripke had that one, but he lost it out of bounds. Ripke, a 6'5" junior for the Broncos. They're looking for him, big things out of him to take Bubba's place next year. 25 seconds to go. Here's a shot by Miracle, up and no good. Ball out of bounds off of the Berries as Desmond Lake's flat on his back there, trying to get that ball, but knocked out by the Berries. We're down to 20 seconds to go. As Matt was mentioned, you get tickets to this Friday night sectional. We'll have a great atmosphere here. Both Harris and McCutcheon play, and Lake trying to get a shot. Here's John Ripke with a three. Oh, it rattles out. Yoakum was hammered, but no call. We're down to 2 seconds to go, and the game's over.